everybody. Welcome. It's Lady Nakazawa here, and today we're going to be getting into some Vtuber Newsie news. But before we do, please make sure to smash subscribe, hit the like, ring the bell. And guys, you know how they stream on Twitch? Head over to Twitch. And if you're work, leave me a lurk. And guys, if you haven't already, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. I need to hit 50K by my birthday, and I really need your help, okay? Nyam, nyam. Okay, guys, on to our very first piece of Newsy news. This is BAO, and BAO is a female English-speaking VTuber who's affiliated with United Talent. And this is Sykkuno, and it says Thomas, better known as his online alias Sykkuno, is an American Twitch streamer and YouTuber known for his gaming content. So Sykkuno does half IRL streaming and half VTuber streaming. So why are we talking about BAO and Sykkuno? Well, guys, just to give you some context here, this was posted earlier this week by Mal exposing Sykkuno as a serial cheater, a master manipulator, and a dangerous predator. So this was Google Doc that she had released on April 10th, 2026 at around 9 a.m. To which Sykkuno, after this Google Doc came out, posted an apology on his X account on April 16th, 2026. So a lot of people were wondering in regards to BAO, because BAO was mentioned several times within this Google Docie, whether or not BAO was going to make a statement. And it looks like she has, but it was on her stream. So this is posted on the VTuber drama subreddit. This is posted by Research Silly Goose, and it says here, BAO talks about trying to help Sykkuno's girlfriend. So OP says, TLDR, BAO almost convinces her to move, but at the last moment, Weenie Desu forgives him. Sykkuno proceeds to cheat again. So let's take a listen here. Just to give you guys a heads up, BAO's model is not on screen during this time in the stream, but it is still her stream. Okay, so let's take a listen here.
A few weeks ago, a girl approached me, and she asked if a tweet I made last year was about, we all know who. She revealed to me that it was her boyfriend, if it was true that the tweet was about her boyfriend. I said yes, and I asked her if she would like to join a Discord call with me. In that call, I told her what I've heard from other girls. Girls often at various, events where I meet people, they share with me their negative experiences with him, and that he often tries to solicit from them. At this point, I felt that it wasn't right of me to speak on anyone's behalf. So instead of me going straight into the details that were shared in confidence with me, I got her in contact with girls who were affected by this person to share their experiences with her one-on-one. At that point, I just got them in contact with each other. And after our phone call, I don't know what was divulged between the conversations between her and the other girls. I was more so focused on her safety. She shared with me that she was wanting to move out that week, and during that time I tried my best to keep in contact with her and make sure she's safe, gave her as much help as possible to make the move as fast and smooth as possible. This is me telling her pretty much everything that helped me a lot with my recent move.
Okay, so let me just take a look at what this says here. So this is a screenshot from BAO. The date was March 24th, 2026 at around 9:23 p.m. This is all very helpful information.
As you all know, I recently moved. That was, it's a lot, especially in a short amount of time. And she shared with me that friends from out of state would be flying in to help her move. But at the last minute, she decided to talk to her boyfriend. She broke no contact. She wanted to stay. And there's, after, helping her, doing what I could, I'm sure her friends also shared the same sentiment as me. We all tried our best to help her out of a very difficult situation, but there was nothing anyone could really do. It was her decision, and I think the only thing I could do at that point was respect it and left it at that. But not long after, this is her deciding not to move.
Okay, so this was posted on Discord on March 30th, 2026 at around 6:44 p.m. And it says here, hi BAO, I'm sorry it's been a bit since I've gotten back to you. I just want to let you know what was going on, but I imagine it will probably be confusing for you to hear. Essentially, before I left, blank decided to go see blank. Something was pushing me to see him before I left, so I decided to go. I don't think it's helpful for me to get into details, but basically I was shown some things that really made me doubt my decision on leaving. After talking with him for a long time, and after seeing these things, I decided it wasn't the choice I wanted to make anymore, so I didn't end up leaving.
And I feel like I had did what I could to try and get her out of a very awful situation. But again, you still have to respect your friend's boundaries. And if that was her decision, that was her decision. So I left it as that at that. But then not long after, a VTuber would contact my mod for completely like unrelated thing. But coincidentally, while they were chatting, she mentioned going on a date with Sykkuno. And I was pretty alarmed because in her last message to me, she was shown things that made her doubt her decision on leaving. So, you know, it seemed that things were looking up for their relationship, but that didn't make sense because the VTuber showed me and my mod screenshots of him talking to her as early as 30 minutes ago at this point in time.
Oh.
And so I went back to the girlfriend and told her, hey, do you know anything about this VTuber? She said no. And I told her, I really think you should ask your boyfriend to see his DMs with her. Decide for yourself, you know, like, is he really being honest with you? At that point,
So then here, so this is a screenshot from BAO on April 3rd, 2026 at 8:45 p.m. And BAO says, I think you should talk to her. She said they talked in calls and DMs. And then this is all scratched out. I don't understand. Please tell her to add me. I just need screenshots of their conversations if possible. That's all I need. And then something here. And then BAO says, yes, I will.
I'm still just doing what she's requested of me. She wanted to talk to the girl one-on-one. I put them in a group chat and I immediately left. I felt that this was much more than I bargained for. You know, I was already feeling like I was at my wit's end. I can't really force anyone to make the right decisions or do anything they don't want to do. And I felt that, you know, I've done what I could while respecting everyone's boundaries. And that is what I felt was the right thing to do. I, of course, have known for a while, as well as a lot of other people, that this guy's kind of just, he's no good. And I felt that, you know, had my taste of what I guess would happen if things went public. That's, again, like everything that I did to this point was completely private, and I'm not really sure what else I can share or divulge to prove that I am, I guess, like a lot of people are making my role out to be a lot more than it actually was. I honestly just got these girls in contact with each other, and I didn't have to, but I did because, well, it seemed like at this point, since so many girls were involved, they should at least be in contact with each other. And also, my biggest thing is it's not really my place to speak on behalf of anyone. I don't think nothing. I'm personally not a victim. I personally have never been in a situation with this guy, but these other girls have. That's pretty much all I have to say.
Okay, so let's see what some of the people on Reddit gotta say. This is Agosta and says, I'm confused why she's speaking about her moving out like this was brought to her attention months ago, yet the DMs were labeled less than 10 days from when the video and first accusations were posted. Mr. Loco says, so side girl learns she's not main, gets mad about it, but doesn't immediately cut off contact with Cheater Boy. Through BAO, she gets in touch with main girl to try to convince her to drop Cheater Boy. Main girl forgives Cheater Boy instead. Side girl proceeds to team up with Drama Tuber and put out a coordinated hit piece on Cheater Boy. Main girl doesn't even know the hit piece was coming and didn't want the situation to be made public. Did I miss anything so far? It sounds like side girl is going above and beyond to break them up. Maybe she's still mad about not being the main. Awkward says, more than likely she's going if I can't have him, no one can type of situation. And then Drowsy Boy says, what a mess. Sadly though, she 100% has the right to defend herself since people are piling on her. I feel like after that apology letter, things were going to settle. With this now brings in more attention and people going crazy to trying to get answers. God knows what Maddie is thinking. She chose to forgive him after she showed her something, whatever the fudge that means, lol. Then she catches him again during that period, DMing another online Playboy bunny. It's crazy to me. Yeah, she's selling pics of herself. I think that fits her perfectly. Windbeast says, at least BAO moved to California, so she's closer to her friends Numi, Camilla, and recently Yuzu. People are saying BAO shouldn't interject into others' lives. Sykkuno's girlfriend reached out to her, and BAO tried to help. Now she's just letting people know. As for Sykkuno's girlfriend, she decided to stay with him. He's a serial cheater. That won't change. There is something deeply rooted in him to cheat, but you can't lead a horse to water and expect to drink the water. And this person, both sides, says, because based on her own timeline, Maddie only reached out to BAO after that tweet made about a larger male content creator. This begs the question, why didn't she just reach out to Maddie privately in the first place instead of vague tweeting about stuff? Secondly, she's absolving herself of the situation by saying that she connected the victims and Sykkuno's girlfriend and then dipped out. What that doesn't explain is how Himomel got her hands on that redacted screenshot in the first place, because if that was correspondence between BAO and Maddie mentioned she forgave Sykkuno and didn't want to make this public to BAO, the only way Himomel could have gotten that screenshot is if someone supplied the screenshot, which could only be BAO if we take Maddie's word for it. By the way, this only scratches the surface between BAO came out early to address the issues raised by Sykkuno and Maddie's joint statement. If Himomel is vindictive enough to make a Google Docie for being the side piece, what makes you think she doesn't have dirt on both BAO and Mujin about the situation now that it's everyone for themselves? Will Maynard says, I don't particularly enjoy BAO's content, but I do continue to be puzzled by the sheer amount of anger she attracts from people. She stuck her neck out to help someone in a way she had no obligation to here. It didn't turn out perfect, but it's not clear to me what element was her fault. At the very least, I'd give her a good job for making it harder for Sticky to slime into DMs now. And then edit. Actually, the crazy thing here is if she is telling the story chronological order. The girlfriend deciding to stay happened before she found out about the VTuber cheating, and the VTuber cheating continued even after his girlfriend confronted him. BAO said the messages were within 30-minute timestamp from the girlfriend. I'm deciding to stay message. If this is accurate, it's so much worse than I thought. Poor woman. And that message where she says she's staying around doesn't sound right. Shown some things, it sounds ominous. This is MC says she didn't want to insert herself into the situation, but she got into contact with all the girls he slept with and then got them in contact with each other. How is that not inserting herself into the situation? BAO really needs to stop and learn to say, not my problem. Fujoji says, honestly, I think everyone involved is kind of terrible. I'm mutuals with a lot of people around them, so I end up hearing way more than what's public, and it goes way deeper than people think. I'm friends with Maddie's ex. He's also VTuber, and the whole situation is messy. Sykkuno was making moves on someone else's girlfriend at the time, and that girl is now his current girlfriend, M. So the whole thing has a really weird overlap before they even got together. Maddie's past is also kind of questionable. She'd been called a cheater before. In her last relationship ended, she moved out of her parents' place almost immediately and went to live with Sykkuno. Maddie has been knowing that Sykkuno has been cheating for years, but he leaves her a lot at home and travels alone. She is financially dependent on him. There is almost a 10-year age gap. He's a prolific cheater. Why would anyone ever stay? Then we have a larger female VTuber and her band of goons. The band of bigger female VTubers have this California server where they talk down on other creators, both smaller and sometimes even bigger ones. This is where they do their magic Google Docies to bring down others. They only allow certain VTubers with X amount of followers and hate IRL attractive women who are also well-known VTubers. They all act very differently privately than they do online, like getting involved with multiple people and then presenting a completely different image publicly. They date each other, they have what? They date each other, they have they sleep with their mods and their viewers and are prolific liars to their audiences. Overall, it just feels fake. I feel like they act all nice and supportive publicly, but behind the scenes, there's a lot of talking shit, cliques, and stepping on smaller creators, and people who idolize them either don't see it or just ignore it, and they'll turn around and dogpile some random guy for cheating or whatever, acting all righteous, but it all comes off as fake and selective. It's more about social positioning than actual morals. Oh boy, wow. So anyways, guys, what do you think of BAO's statement in regards to the Sykkuno situation? Let me know in the comments below. Hey, are you enjoying the video so far? If so, make sure to come follow me on Twitch. I stream daily over there. Additionally, you can catch my gaming content on my YouTube channel, Lydia VTuber Plays. All right, back to the video. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of Newsy news. This is Justin Briner, and Justin Briner is an American voice actor. He provides voices for English language versions of anime films and television series. He's best known for his role Izuku Deku Midoriya in My Hero Academia. So why are we talking about Justin? Well, guys, just to give you some context here, this was Sykkuno's apology message that he posted on his X account on April 16th, 2026 at around 1:14 p.m. in regards to the Google Docie that was dropped on Sykkuno's cheating. So after this drop, this was Flip, and Flip says, first voice actor to read this in Deku's voice is going triple platinum. To which Justin, the actual official voice actor for Izuku Midoriya in the English version of My Hero Academia, came out and he says, I did my best impression of the streamer. Okay, so let's take a listen here.
I would like to apologize to everyone I have disappointed. Most of all, to my girlfriend. I am so sorry I put you through so much. I never want to make these mistakes again. and hurt you and the people I care about. I was unfaithful, and I own and fully admit that. I lied to people and told them I was single, which I know is not right. I'm sorry to all of the people that I hurt by doing this. The following is not an attempt to minimize what I have done. However, I have seen some false accusations about me that are not true. I cannot allow false accusations and such extreme labels to be placed on me. I do understand that the people making these claims did it from a place of hurt. So please, do not send any more hate to anyone. I just want the situation to get better. And I wish them the best. My girlfriend and I didn't respond quickly because we were already working on our relationship and communication before all this happened. Having so much private information exposed to the public has made it incredibly difficult for us to heal together.
I can't. It's too good.
I will be taking a break from streaming and the internet to better myself and give us the time we need to try and improve our relationship. Thank you for reading, and I will continue to learn and grow from this experience. My girlfriend wanted to share her experience. Below is a message written by her.
That was chef's kiss. That was mwah. That was beautiful. Oh my god. Valley says, "Oh my god, I can't believe we live in an era to witness this." And then Depressed Newsy says, "Holy shoot, the actual voice actor coming in for the takedown." Alara says, "I cannot." To which Justin Briner says, "Of course I don't condone this." And we beat his ass in the Sam Chan Slam. Anyways, guys, so what do you think of Justin Briner's dramatic reading of Sykkuno's apology? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments below. Okay, guys, so to our next piece of Newsy news. This is Ironmouse, and Ironmouse is a female American VTuber from Puerto Rico, a veteran in the industry. She debuted in August 2017. This is Final Fantasy XIV, and Final Fantasy XIV is a massive multiplayer online role-playing game, or an MMORPG, developed and published by Square Enix. It was directed and produced by Nakoki Yasaga and released worldwide for PlayStation 3 and Windows in August of 2013. So why are we talking about Ironmouse and Final Fantasy XIV? Well, guys, this is posted on Final Fantasy XIV's X account. This is posted on April 16th, 2026 at around 2 p.m. And Final Fantasy XIV says, "We're excited to announce that the popular VTuber Ironmouse will be joining us as a special guest panelist at Fan Festival 2026 in Anaheim." So if you click here, this will take you to the website. You can see Ironmouse is on full display on the main page on the website. So it says Ironmouse comes to Fan Fest. Obviously, Ironmouse is super excited about this. She posted this on her X account on April 16th, 2026 at around 5:03 p.m. And Ironmouse says, "I am beyond honored to be part of Fan Fest, and I can't wait to show you guys my special surprise. This is a dream come true for me." Then Final Fantasy slides, "We can't wait." So there's some sort of Ironmouse silhouette here, to which Ironmouse says, "I can't wait for Fan Fest." So you can see here, this is a screenshot of her playing Final Fantasy XIV online. You can see how many hours she's logged. She's logged 1,024 hours on her Steam. Some people are a little bit upset by this, so let's see what some of the people on X are saying. This is Aided Cross, and Aided says, "Didn't even finish Heaven's Sword, by the way. Great marketing, Final Fantasy XIV." As you can see the screenshot here. Kitsuado says, "Subtly getting that playtime in there to shade people who don't believe you like the game. Respect. Glad to see you as part of the event." Just Josh says, "Only 1K hours. I have more hours than that in Rust, and that's my least played game." Okami Lobo says, "I hope you have fun. Don't let anyone tell you don't deserve to go as you don't play it / stream it. No one can tell you what to do, so have the best fun there." Kemi Jess says, "Small player." They say 36,578 hours for me. Okay, and this is Radisia saying, "Those are rookie numbers. You need to pump those up. Please help me." And then this is 9,929 hours. Anyways, guys, if you're a fan of Ironmouse and Final Fantasy XIV, just know that this collab is happening at FanFest 2026 in Anaheim, and definitely looking forward to what this silhouette is going to look like. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of Newsy news. This is Holo Indie, and Holo Indie is a game brand created by Cover Corp for Hololive fan games. The program was created after Cover noticed a massive success of Holo Cure and Idol Showdown in 2023. So why are we talking about Holo Indie? Well, guys, it looks like another release is going to be happening for Holo Indie. This is posted on the Holo Indie official X account. This is posted on April 16th, 2026 at around 11:07 p.m. and it says here, "Play Ball. A legendary baseball game has been revived. Holo Base is officially available starting today at the Steam store," and there's a link here. It says, "Grab it now during our 1 week only 20% off launch sale. Based on the classic baseball game Morero Pro Yoku by City Connection, formerly Jalico, this new Holo Indie title features Hololive members and fan mascots clashing in heated matches. Build and train your very own dream team." This is posted by Famitsu, and this is posted on April 17th, 17th, 2026 at around 6:01 a.m. And Famitsu says, Hololive baseball game Moro Halo Yaku is available on Steam, an arrangement of Jellicoe's masterpiece Moro Pro Yaku. Hololive members like Inugami Kurone and Nekomata Okayu appear in pixel art, engaging in heated matches, cultivate your own team, and aim for the top at the Hololive League. So let's take a look at what this looks like here.
集中してこう。すごいすごいすごいすごいすごいすごい。集中しよう。やったー。そうそうそう。You can do it. じゃあ僕はちょっともう本当にここから本気でいきますから。
Oh my goodness, that is so cute. So this is the link for Steam. So this says Holo Base. Enjoy real baseball action with Hololive talents. Create your own team with talents, fans, and mascots, and drive into intense, exciting games. Anyways, guys, if you are a fan of Hololive and baseball, please make sure to go check this out on Steam. It is on sale this week only. So please make sure to go check that out. Okay, guys, and that's it. That's the end of the Vtuber Newsie. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you see, please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And guys, if you're not able to catch me on Twitch, that is no problem. I do have a YouTube channel called Lydia VTuber VODs that backs up all of my gameplay, and I probably play through some of your favorites. I'm currently playing through Castlevania Symphony of the Night. And if you haven't already, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. I need to hit 50K by my birthday. Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh my god! Why is there so many men? I can't handle all these men at once. I need help. I need help. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's better. Ew. Oh god, it's getting worse somehow. There's wigglies inside there. There's wigglies inside